Target acquired. Shoo! Go away, you're dead. Getting sick and tired of facing an M4 A3-105. Thank you, T50. B1 Beast being a bully. Now look no further, because if you're playing as Germany, you have the Marder III at battle rating 2.3. And if I have to describe this thing, this is basically a Panzer IV F2 at a whole battle rating lower. Let's break it down. Now first things first, armor. It's really nothing much to look at honestly, because if you can't tell already, this is a Panzer 38T that they decided to put the gun housing on top of. So that means you don't really have any armor at all. You can die to a machine guns pretty damn easily, or any rounds with explosive mass. Not to mention, you are a very open top vehicle. Like, yeah. So what does this mean? This means that it doesn't really take much to kill you. Machine gun rounds or even high explosive is enough to kill you with overpressure. And you may be thinking, you know, it's lightly armored. Probably it's fast, right? Well, 42 kilometers per hour is not too bad, but honestly, it kind of feels a little bit slower than that. So yeah, not the vehicle we used for ambushing, but definitely the vehicle we use for sniping. Speaking of which, here's the selling point of this vehicle. This is the Pak 36R. So, not exactly sure what happened here, but somehow the Germans either stole this or captured this during Operation Barbarossa. Because Pak 36R means it's from Rusland. So yeah, this is a Soviet anti-tank high velocity cannon, so yeah, not sure how this happened, but it is the Germans now. And why do I say this is a Panzer IV F2 cannon, basically? Well, here's this. This is the shell that you'll be firing. Armor-piercing cam ballistic cap shell, 138mm of penetration and 20 grams of explosive mass. And it's the Panzer IV F2. About there, slightly a bit worse, but you know, it's still pretty much the same anyway. So apart from the shells, there are some other things that we need to take note of when you're using this thing. Firstly, your reloading rate. You are a whole second slower than the Panzer IV F2. Not exactly sure what happened there, but yeah. As well as your gun depression's a little bit lacking. -6 degrees. Yeah, not the best, honestly, and at battle rating 2.3, this can be a bit of a killer. Now, apart from the vehicle, joining us today is probably one of my new favorite aircraft. This is the Junkers 88 E4, and this thing is ridiculous, even at 2.3. Now, first things first, do not let the max speed fool you. 455 kilometers per hour, but just to take note, this is sometimes known as a Schnell bomber for a reason. And what does that mean? It's pretty fast. It's really, really fast. I'm not even kidding. Just dive into the match, drop your bombs, use the energy you just possess, fly back to the base. I tell you, nobody can catch you. Unless, you know, they have a much higher altitude than you. In that case, if they try to intercept you while you're trying to go back to your airfield, no worries. If they're right behind you, we have Hans right here, who is apparently dual wielding MG81s. I'm not even kidding. This thing is ridiculous. Especially at battle rating 2.3, these things will actually just shred anything that will come up behind you. And to top it off, you have a very good selection of rounds. API, ABT, API, ABT, API, ABT as you fire. So yeah, this thing will just shred anything that just comes up behind you. And not to mention, you might be thinking, oh, I can just fly directly behind him, right? That ain't going to happen. I'm not exactly sure how, but these two machine guns can actually shoot directly behind. So there isn't really that much of a blind spot behind the Schnell bomber. So that's something to be very careful of. And plain aside, this thing has a really, really good suspended armaments. Now, when you start grinding this thing for the first time, you're stuck with only 10, 50 kilogram shells. But the good news is, take this thing out in Era B, climb as high as you can, and then when you're about to make your bombing run, dive down, drop your bombs, fly back to base, land. I tell you, nobody can catch up to you. That's how fast you are. So, once you grind that, you can actually have a few choices. You can have either more 50 kilograms for the grind, or you can just go ahead and bring this out in ground battles and use either 250 kilograms, or you can use the whopping 1000 kilograms and a 500. So very, very devastating payload right here. I will choose between these two, but honestly, if you're taking this to high battle rating, I highly suggest the 1000 kilo shell. You really don't have the time to be dropping 4 bombs. But if you're taking this at 2.3, feel free to run 250 kilograms. Besides, a lot of vehicles at 2.3 don't really have that kind of armor, so these things will be pretty devastating. Not to mention, since this is a bomber, that means you have a guy that's actually doing the bombardiering. So that means your bomb drops are very, very accurate. No delay either. Alright guys, let's go. It's time we show the M4A105, the T50, the B1 bis. Then there is something that they should be afraid of.
map, the enemy will win.
Ziel zerstört.
Attention to the map.
Volltreffer, nächstes Ziel.
That's what I was afraid of. Ooh.
Er hat gesessen. Feind zerstört.
What if I be raised?
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Volltreffer, nächstes Ziel.
We're winning.
Das geschieht im Recht. Feindfahrzeug zerstört. Er hat gesessen. Feind zerstört.
Allied forces have captured a zone. Enemy forces have captured a zone.
You're welcome, buddy.
zones. We're ahead of the enemy. We have most of the zones.
Gotcha.
Attention to the designated grid zone. Somebody cover me!
Der hat gesessen. Feind zerstört.
Need cover.
Oh, sorry about that, buddy.
Allied forces have captured a zone. Attention to the map. Enemy forces have captured a zone. Need cover!
Buddy, you can still move.
Getroffen.
Attacking A point!
Ja, Treffer.
I hate getting kills like this, man. It's so disgusting.
We are losing.
Volltreffer. Nächstes Ziel.
Let's go, I'm coming to steal that kill. What is that anyway? Never mind. E.
We're winning.
Are you trying to hide in the corner? Not anymore. Buddy, I thought you dropped the payload on A. Alright, let's go. Is this you? Yep.
Affirmative! The victory is near.
Cover! Attention to the map.
Oh. That was so close.
Attention to the map.
Come on.
Attention to the map.
Get him, friends. He's right there.
Attack the A point.
Come on, reload. Oh. I need to relocate.
Attention to the designated grid square.
Did not see that guy at all.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
God damn it. On a duck.
Returning to the base.
Roger that.
There it is. Everyone's dead.